Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. And this video, I wanted to show off the defense team that I'm actually using for this week, where we have Raw and SmackDown characters usable. However, icons are not usable, and 2-star characters are actually usable in their own separate event, as you can see right here, the Terrible 2. So, with that said, you can actually use icons, to my knowledge, in this event. So basically, the way you want to build your defense team this season, this week, you want to go the icon route, but you cannot use 2-stars. So, for example, 2-star Sting is not available. Now, you guys can also see I've actually bypassed some of the synergies, like, for example, technicians and also high flyers, because they do not make sense with this team. So, as you can see, Ric Flair has all the advantages. Obviously, I do have some kinks, as I don't have certain characters upgraded, like Bolt Stings, Kane, Macho Man, and Ultimate Warrior's not maxed out either. But the idea is you want to have a team that's going to maximize your score, and I think this is a solid one. Keep in mind that the synergies do matter, and they do affect every team in Rivals. So all these characters, and even weird bonuses like energy gain, will actually give you a little bit more power on your team. So, for example, if we take Macho Man off, look at $22.99 and $24.19. So you can see 2,059 and 2166. So by putting Macho Man back on, you can also use 3-star Macho Man, but I do not have him, as I only have the toy figurine, thanks to Tony Luzzi for that one. But we do have 2-star Macho Man, but I don't know if he's actually better. Yep, he's actually worse. 5% faster energy gain, so you definitely want to use the toy Macho Man when it comes to actually getting the bang for your buck. And toy characters usually have 4-star synergy, so you can see 15% faster energy gain, and you can see the difference in stats. Even energy gain is a big friend. So why am I using this team for Rivals with icons and no 2-stars? First off, Macho Man with the Ultimate Warrior gives 15% critical hit damage. Undertaker gives 15% damage with Ultimate Warrior. And this is a synergy I had no idea existed. I'm sure Tony's spreadsheets can figure that out. And we actually went with all synergies with Ric Flair, because they're all icons. It kind of fits the theme. Macho Man gives 20% critical hit damage. Sting gives 15% faster energy gain. Undertaker gives 15% more block break. Speaking of Undertaker, we have Kane and Mankind. Kane gives Undertaker more damage. Mankind gives critical hit damage to the Undertaker. Macho Man 20% more critical hit damage with Shawn Michaels. Goldberg 20% more health. And Undertaker 15% faster energy gain. We also went for synergies with Andre the Giant, which is 15% more damage with Macho Man, which is why you use him. And Ultimate Warrior gives 10% block break. That one's not really a big deal. And obviously Kane gives critical hit damage with Undertaker. Sting gives 20% more damage with Ric Flair. You can only get this synergy if you have 4-star Sting or the toy Sting. So that'll give you a nice chunk of respect. And the 3-star Sting will give 15% damage to Ric Flair. So I'm sure there might be a better team with synergies. Obviously, Steve Austin with Shawn Michaels is amazing synergy, and you can choose to use that over Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior, but you're going to have to change your synergies up a little bit. And as I've said, you could probably get better synergies with both 3 and 4-star Shawn Michaels and also Steve Austin, but I don't have 4-star Steve Austin, and I don't have 4-star Shawn Michaels. So this is the team that I'm actually using. I collected 5,853 respect. With the Raw Superstars that I used, I think I got like 8,000 respect. And if I actually upgraded Sting, Kane, Macho Man, and Ultimate Warrior, I'm sure I could push your respect to 6,000 or 7,000. Keep in mind, this is actually free respect that you can get. And considering I am trying to push for top 50 in this leaderboard, which 670 is currently 63rd. It's not really that much to push for it, but I'm trying to get the championship rank 50 rewards and get that free icon super case, and you better believe I would love to get an American Badass Undertaker, but I would also take Bret Hart, and I would take Booker T. And even if I got a gold dust out of the super case, I wouldn't be too upset, because then I would get an overdrive to gold dust. Now, also, out of the case, I can get a 3-star Macho Man, which I do not own as well. And you guys know that I was running the Icon Super when I got 35th place with one 4-star in it, which is Ric Flair. So icons, I'm really slim on 4 stars, but if you guys want to take a little look at my roster here, you can see that I have a decent amount, actually 7 4-star figurines for the Raw brand. That's a lot. For the 3 stars, we have quite a bit as well. We actually have 18 3 stars altogether, and I don't think there's that many I'm missing. For the 2 stars, we have 23. Obviously, Pride Finn Balor does not have a 3-star version. Chad Gable does not have a 3-star version that we can get. But everybody else should have a 3-star version, and obviously Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, I don't think have 2-star versions, so that changes that as well. And I don't have Jinder Mahal. For the 1 stars on Raw, there's Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Enzo Amore. Special honorable mention to note is that if you're using 1-star characters, the 1-star characters actually have a 5-minute cooldown, which I don't think you guys knew about. The 2 stars have a 30-minute cooldown, 3 stars have a 1-hour cooldown, and 4-star characters have a 2-hour cooldown. So if you guys are really curious, let's do a quick fight with Brock Lesnar and Enzo Amore. We're going to do a little fun fact for you guys that you probably did not know about. We're obviously not fighting 4 stars. Why are we getting 4 stars? That is just ridiculous. Like, the matchmaking is absurd. We can handle a 3-star Sheamus without that many stats, but why are we getting 4 stars versus a 1-star? That just makes no sense whatsoever. So we managed to miss the show, but luckily Sheamus missed the special. What this fight's going to come down to is doing as much damage as we can to Sheamus and trying to block him out from tagging out where possible. So we're going to grab him until he reverses or tries to tag out so we can maximize our damage. So we're just keeping our power above 2 bars in case he does get a 1-bar grab on us. That way we can minimize the damage we take. Sheamus has been caught up with Brock Lesnar. So we're starting to pound him. There is the grab. We're able to reverse that. Hopefully we don't get 1-bar special. Sheamus is going to take a heavy shot. So he's actually almost pinnable. And he does get out. But he does waste enough time to where his bar goes barely at 1 bar. Carl Anderson is in. And Carl Anderson's going to have a Meteor 2-bar. And there's the reversal, so we're going to get some damage on him. Let's bring in everybody's favorite WWE meme, Enzo Amore, to do the glorious Certified G, hopefully on Sheamus' face for a pin. Let's see if we can make that happen. And yes, Enzo Amore exclusive to the 1-star, so if you got Enzo Amore before he got taken out of the game, which was like in the first month or 2 of gameplay when 3 stars were actually super difficult to get. And I know there are a couple 4 stars floating around. And looks like we're going to get the 2-bar reversal here on Carl Anderson. There you have it. Certified G. This match is over. Enzo Amore, MVP of this fight.
What's this?
We did it, boys. Enzo Amore being an idiot live for the YouTube community. Let's get off the Certified G DDT on Carl Anderson and put him away.
He's in danger of being pinned.
Realest guys in the room, how you doing? Enzo Amore gets a pin on Carl Anderson. That'll probably be the one and only time you'll actually see that in a YouTube video. But now, as you guys can see, by doing that fight, obviously we get the multiplier up to 2.8, which is good because we'll get more score. And I did actually hold #1 in the leaderboards for a little bit until I actually had to farm top 50 in the 4-star event last night. So if we go into versus with Terrible 2s, and we'll scroll all the way down. Actually, I think we have to go to the Raw brand, not Terrible 2s. So if we go all the way to the bottom of the list, you can see Enzo Amore, 4 minutes and 27 seconds to refresh. I bet you guys didn't know 1-stars take 5 minutes to refresh, so you could probably play almost infinite off your 1-stars if you have a couple teams. So you can definitely do that. And for the toy figurines, we also have, because we did not show that synergy, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, and Bray Wyatt. Sami Zayn and Dean Ambrose both have synergy with Kevin Owens and with Bray Wyatt, so you definitely want to keep those in mind when you're building your teams. Now, I don't recommend using double toy figurines because I found 4 stars frequently with maxed out characters. But for the SmackDown toy figurines, we have AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Daniel Bryan, and the New Day are usable if you own them. I do not own the New Day. If you want to send me a code, you can Gmail me at HollywoodShono. For the 4-star figures on the blue brand, we have Xavier Woods, Sheamus, Shane McMahon, Big E, and Kofi Kingston. For the 3-star superstars, we have, looks like 19 figures altogether, which is actually one higher, I think, than Raw. And for the SmackDown roster, we actually have 19 2-stars. So we have less overall 2-stars. And you guys saw the amount of 1-stars that we have. So that is that. So what this basically means is that blue brand, red brand, and Icons are 3 separate brands. However, John Cena is of the Mayhem class, which means that he can be used on all 3. So you do not want to build a defense team around John Cena. However, this week, when it's SmackDown and Raw, usually I'll use like 1-stars because you're not going to be playing with them much. However, now that I know that it takes 5 minutes to use them, I might have to reevaluate that. However, of course, if you're playing 2, 3, and 4-star versus matches, you probably want to have 1 team maximum of 1-stars actually usable. So this is the team that I used. Again, if you have Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels at 4 stars, you could probably make a better team with them. But this team is definitely an honorable mention. If you have Ric Flair and Sting, there's some great synergy to be had there as well. If you like this video talking about the Icons rival defense team when you're dealing with the red brand and the blue brand, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Mayhem videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's God, my second YouTube channel, which I almost stream on every day, HollywoodShono YouTube live streams, and thank you again, Tony, for the Macho Man. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!